ade achieve ma ometimi asa akọ asa aba but open and temtem when they are carrying X omo ye careful thing omo afa passengers so omo fa X nkosia so omo ye careful thing omo fa nkrofo. It should be the other way around. Or I say it should be the same way. Once you pick human lives, you must be as careful as you took the X. So that's the way I'll end up.
Okay. But you better was se pass with me anya botre edi afa in chire mu. But one issue I can me then say anka driver for obutwi omo car anka wo mo ayere no mo one wo mo map photo. E was anka wo mo de tu omo nim na omo hwe na eno boa omo. But before I make I want to ask. I want to find out from you. I don't know. Just say you now the CEO. What the programs be egu akwemu said about education sensitization no ebeko anymore.
Oh, sir, many sometimes we even invite you. Easter we cramp on your bonsu. Easter we at the junction there, and also your program there your friend Arrive Alive. But the point is that we cannot be everywhere because of financial constraints. But and yet, that we do our best within the limited resources we have.
Well, I mean, first, I say, Oma Hokwaima, Edim Common. I mean, sure, Bibichi Adrian, Yabasaba on Chaba Bejemoy.
That's the part.
Okay, so that's say. A year lawyer. Abraham Amaliban artist Emineno Edin Komodo, or the National Road Safety Authority for paying. And of course, it was in respect of Ayani Padodua, for the first quarter of year 2025. The past 750. He tells us that SAR communication has not gotten to his office yet. So it tells you that Sompa FM, we've done very well by securing this information for the listening public. So that's what it is.
Prof, yada lawyer say. Asemba ko kaya me so me depa so si ye driver yemfa ye yerenum ne ye kununum picture and to ye car nanim na yenwe ho say no matter what ye kofi abehum ye yerenum ne ye kununum ne ye manum ne yes, but Prof, and you may be because I say, young as I personally need to know. Yeah, I am not made driver, maybe a driver, Mr. Driver.
Say, drive. Good.
Now, I told the beer to say, me friend say, at Timotan, your plan traffic light, nothing. Only part to me who say traffic light not so green power.
Oh, the evidence, what about him?
As no trim,
as
so not kept yes, so on one himself, traffic light not so green. Yeah, it's not the oba, but. Education, I don't know, say education in you.
Abraham Amali background. I don't know, meaning maybe Ofria or no, or can in some because there are direct questions I'm asking you.
Yeah,
and you don't have to postulate, say it is not within your remit to answer those questions. You don't do that. You don't do that because the second question I asked him, I was trying to find out from him programs. And plans to educate the people.
Yeah. Because Prof, I think that education may be
education. One thing about education, you can educate and educate and educate. But when the enforcement is not there,
exactly.
And exactly. So what I say, it wouldn't go anywhere. Because the two must go hand in hand. Education NMC, not enforcement through NMC ECOC. I remember back in Techiman, we had one ASP Okuninje. When you say me boni di there, Techiman 41 Obuno East, Ebetiase. Oh no, Oba radio so no about education or kwa obecho. Ocho so on you score, do be court.
That's right.
Police station or do be court air court. That court a final. Eti do baby. Me a friend I will take my Shami court.
That's right.
A deal with the man no Shami court.
Yes, I can be by. Aside that, me and my personal observation be a man cry my say a to the beer accident a yenya ewo man mo dodo na free ye car na yetwi no
yeah
yenya ankasa ye nipa na ye tika ye negligence ne nyema bia exactly
yeah and ye suni ye ban so
driving now off fidget on the phone so no chat obi grant me Facebook live obra or driving. And then I'm a phone about Gen Z phone. Sana aba. Obi nam kwempa lolu kwemo nam kwa na ye possession aso.
Saturday na hard drink pa.
Enti ka ba ben kra be that.
Onte. That enu kwa obi onam kwa nche. Omo amutwi moto no so e.
Prof yen to aso.
Yen to aso.
Yan hwe omo a omo wu ye ewo through accident by age. This one we are categorizing them under age. March 2025, March only, and that of March only. Below 18 years. Below 18 years, you know, you nipa 30, which is representing 12%. And above 18 years, 18 years, 18, 20, 25, kusi, nege count 224, which is 88%. That was for March alone, 2025. So March, January to March and so on. And also below 18, you know, 91, which is 12%. And at 18 years and above, you know, 88%, which is 661 people that died in terms of age in 2025. March only, and that of January and to March. Yeah, to also fatalities by sex, as in Obama na obaye jinsan mienu ni pedi ye ni transgender ne ni ekeke kan oni bia
o person ojo mu dia na
David yeah female and male
yanko
in 2025 March earlier a nipa female frame ye 50 which is 20% and that of male 204 80%. Now to me who say emema ewu ye pa chen emma and at January to March 2025 and so 170 for the female and that of 582 for the male. And to usually me no to me say emema no na emema ni nyina kwa emma na aka no on be the normal ware ne hu nyeka no enti no no ese ye hwe ne ka ho asem.
Sure.
Yeah, vehicles that were involved in crashes in March 2025. Omo analysis no omo yeah, MTT analysis no omo yeah, no omo categorizing vehicles into three. The commercial vehicles, private vehicles, and that of motorcycles. Other ones ever fall in place, but it falls under motorcycles and other ones. So Ocean March 2025, commercial vehicles, 667 out of that of 2024, 706. And to Ocean 2024 and 2025 commercial vehicles are involved in accidents no nyamiadum esotie over 2025 esotie and when you strike the difference between 667 over the total times 100 now ubenya proportion of vehicles now involving in 2024.
All right,
over private vehicles and so in 2025 we have 808 and that of 2024 765 and no akosoro. Motorcycle 496 and 2024 425.
All right,
and also ekosoro and also ehwasem no whole graph and
wow
difference.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
good.
And also no
good.
And you share say January to March back when March alone, but we are January to March. General to March, commercial vehicles and private vehicles, no motorcycle. Commercial vehicles are involved in 95, sorry. And that of 2024 1,978. And private vehicles, MC 2,473. And at 2024, 2,520.
Sure.
Motorcycles, 1,574. And at 2024, and so 1,308. And to share, and also between that, a increase 2025.
Right.
A whole graph, and and also at that. Vehicles that were involved from January to 2025, January to March 2025. Motorcycles, 1,575. Commercial vehicles, 2,095. And private vehicles, 2,473, representing 40%. ɛna yɛhwɛ nea aka no nso a tricycle ɛne bicycle ne motorcycles, that is 2025 March, and that of January to March 2025. And also ɛho asɛm ɛna da so a ɛtiefo ɛwɔ Facebook ɔmo nso ɛbɛnya bɛhwɛ. Nti Prof, in the nutshell ne ɛka sɛ 2025 yi sɛ yɛ compare accident ɛsi yɛde compare 2024 a yɛtumi sɛ number no increase. Enti yɛbɔ mmɔden asrɛ ɛtiefo ne ahwɛfoɔ ne ɔmo a ɔmo yɛ responsible for ensuring that road accidents are being combated. Say omoma omoni nko ho na yen so a yetwi car yen so yesi shan no yen so making sure say ye driver ye be taking all the precautionary measures into place and no be boy yen ama ya save life ama man so sika ya save sika ye de be
yeah because in all this idea hard you know mama nko so na wase say wo buy you have played your part. God richly bless you for putting all this together for us. The Ebeka Chiro say why are dear pa, but now I am going to do the Abochie's voice. Yes, I'm going to do the Abochie's voice, and rather ya bon komo ofie ha. E komo a ye bo ofie ha no na efa eye mama hwe na efa den enran komo no na efa woni a eprapra mikira zoom lion for na eprapra ekrudue mu no na efa omo ho tin ne eho na yede enkomo no ebe free atiba sere se yenuanom ma omo prapra kru no mo anu a yene oni di nkomo no sa omo voices no yebebo omo voices no sa voices no mesre mo mayembo sa voices no because Zoom Lion any YEA contract no you be boss our voices no but before that no we might we efiye nyina da oman se be ye yia efiye nyina da enu a many 1 year eprapra aye adwom ani bi ekasae wo me adwuma ema Zoom Lion na wo mo kira aketia edi ma omo 250 Ghana cedis. Enya dia be se busubin baku re numnie wo nsaka eye wo musika no. Na ne mechrew bebia ohaw ni efri. Zoom Lion YEA contract no. Yabeka some portions wasem enewie on Sompa 106.5. Again, there is another issue also concerning YEA and Zoom Lion, and most especially Zoom Lion. I want a CEO, Ebomoding a grantee, some interviews and documents that we have intercepted this afternoon. And someone namamino ekano na ebwebra. And you know what we are going to do, Nina say. We'll put all those documents to our listening public for them to do their own judgment. Mama enkoni enkotie ye maminum. Producer mesero. I thought you any Facebook no so see mami. Just enkodi na ifri so. Ma enkoni enkotie ye maminum. Wow, okay, Mamenko, na me phantom ne yembo. Ne ye. Wow, Mamenko ne phantom ne yembo. All right, okay. Yanko ne nkoti omo.
Omo yeren coach.
Wow.
Yeren coach today. Zoom Lion de maye.
Any akadi amudi ye adwuma ni nyina Zoom Lion de mamo ho.
I thought your branch na the branch baby wo ha.
Hello, Bajote Menga.
Metunga pa. Entene omo yeren coach.
Wow.
Entene no na branch na also the pra, enya pra ye pa. I thought the pra ye ntimi fa nwu na what opiapi kwa mo. Ene yeso ye baby entene pra no so no ana castle no. Tito kwantem se de be ya to ma castle be ba na tete. Wo wie wodwuma wo firi kwa no so. Enya sa wo ma ade ti woni mu kwa na ho no ana dangerous.
Yo. What the Line so man nya Sekina so ahma no so. Sekina na ti sen. Hello, Sakina. Hello, Sakina.
Oh, master, hello.
Ati say.
Me ba chanya mi adum no mpa bo na onse e.
Yeah. Na Sakina, oye, uka awomo mu prapra no ho ana.
Me ba cha ne odawruma.
But wo hifa na oye adwuma.
Me ba cho me ti mo zo ko ba me ye adwuma wo sitam so de ko ahimfie side ho no.
Ye tuamuka.
Me ba cho there be master.
When was the last time you tuamuka?
Me ba cho 2023 na mo ma esika mpa cho no ano no mo ntua ka biem odawruma.
23 eno mu tuamuka.
Ba cha.
And say no Zoom Lion demoka be se boso me sen ni.
Me ba cho free December betimin ne. Last year December betimin ne mo ma esika. 2024 betimin ne 2025 na wo me. Ba cho mo ma esika.
Anti we dey no akwa adwuma.
Mata eno na asam no omodi yenge tikani ba omam tie ka nimi ya yanche ebaba ebe sin ne 2023 mu na omoma ye 15 million na omota ka omodi ba maya ana omodi maya last year December mu anwa no omoma stadium
It is o calculate ska Zoom Lion edimwa car Zoom Lion edimwa every last year December be pem enea scanning nyina be sen
beba so omama 2.5 anything samo
15 months until 15 times 250 be sen wow beba so munya calculation ma me 15 times 250 na ye share car by the each person yeah, 15 times 25 you're saying. I say, and you know, I mind the Obiaka 3,870. Wow. Now, I get your money penny for Dim Comma. Obviously, a breben on which Yamoka.
About look at penny no eka so one gaba or say a bindy penny in the country one sign. Yes, one sign. Eno nti na yesika na achasa ba yenye ombeti eka ene bia ne se omodi free so agayan ekom dia dia no nya san tutwa
ekom de mo wo ho
yenya ye tie so me mba yesedem ye ne tikura
enti no wo no se adwuma no kwa na wo ya na
me ba to ametaya keme adwuma ne kan
keme Anajua prapra. KM DNA we resume line for the difference mo. Oh. But KM what the tuamuka ho.
But also 7 months in the NG.
Also 7 months in KM so 7 months. Many Zuba Sauti. The mayor of Kumasi.
Last man, almost 3 million. Last man, almost Omuma Baku, Meme Kotakia, Omukoya, Meme Kohe, Miss Jambai. And a media, a media.
Wow. Sasa Romanya Kwenya Muda Sompa FM 106.5 FM Ewon Crime. Sakina Kabibichra by mama.
Mepato. Oda uruma. Kunya babo paipo. Yami amano okon otu. Itewo. Babo. Babo. Where do you say? I'm an indru.
Yo, Sakina, would the madam was okay, and Ra said and come on echo, you know. School, Miss Rao, for video bido, just encode your video, not to mommy. Nabomo be a tea. In video, no way. Mammy, video, no, I've not seen the video here, so you can pause the video and let me have the video here because I don't have the video here to play for our listeners to take a listen to. And to the Sompa 106.5 FM, but I want to run you through what actually the case is. You know, ma ye kan wasami. Sika ye di tiomuka, sika ye di tiomuka. Aye 250 Ghana cedis. But usha contract ya. Aye Zoom Lion any YEA esan na. Sika epie mu no aye 850 Ghana cedis. That's 850 Ghana cedis no. Zoom Lion ayimu 250 editua aye ye nuano mo maika na 600 Ghana cedis no na omafa se omudi hwe ekwan a ombefa so a ekwan a omudi fa so a omudi for some managerial services. And now we are asking say that even 250 Ghana cedis now womudi ema aye ye mame no mu ani mema mu a womu prapra no by 15 months ni womu sankan. Why? Aban bia aba eko aban bia aba eko asamu a womu kasese ana na say ana woma Canada da mpo ne say ayo Zoom Lion any why ye contract no ebonku obi ampese obakra obe renew but ye be share trawa one day about this contract na renew ti e bisa say dan hyehyeye na ewo aban any Zoom Lion for no emu hyehyeye be na ewo ho. We are asking hyehyeye be na ewo ho. Mama yenkonkotie ora Justin Kodia ebra na oye the CEO of the Youth Employment Agency. In someone okafa Zoom Lion mama yenkonkotie.
Zoom Lion Ghana Limited furnished the agency with a total figure of 45,320 as beneficiaries across the country, detailing a regional breakdown. Based on this premise, the agency initiated a nationwide headcount to verify the figures as submitted. Out of the 45,320 names, 38,884 turned out for the exercise. In response to the discrepancy in the data, the service provider contended that beneficiary apathy and short notice given to beneficiary accounted for the discrepancy. The exercise revealed that of the 38,884, most of them were recruited without recourse to the Youth Employment Agency. Therefore, there was no appointment letters issued to these beneficiaries, a practice we consider unacceptable. The service provider has still, to date, been unable to furnish the agency with the payment records of beneficiaries on their payroll. The review exercise established that each beneficiary is paid 100 cedis, whilst 400 goes to the service provider as management fees. This again a practice we consider an affront to beneficiaries on the program. It was further revealed that a cabinet directive in 2016 directed the agency to conduct any future arrangement with the service provider in accordance with the agency's act and the Youth Employment Agency Regulation 2016 LI 2231. This was, however, not adhered to. From the review of the model, management acting under the directive of the governing board has decided as follows. 1. That all persons interested in working under the sanitation model are to reapply on a date soon to be communicated. 2. That management of the sanitation model will be subjected to competitive bidding in line with the Youth Employment Agency Act and legal instruments. 3, that subsequent arrangements with service providers will pay beneficiary deservedly. In conclusion, let me, on behalf of the board and management of the agency, state without any equivocation that under my leadership, management is committed to the present vision of ensuring value for money, putting the youth at the center of our development agenda, ensuring transparency and accountable governance, and of course, maintaining a clean and healthy environment.
Musa, it's the Okaino. Say it's the Okaino. A brother Nana Ora Justin Kodia. Now I am the CEO for the Youth Employment Agency. Then Nikrado, they had problems with Zoom Lion. One was na Okabibi say, I was a contractor, one assign muno. They had wanted to do some kind of payment, and he alleged say in that report say, nipa do na Zoom Lion. Edi request aba say I was say etia on kano. Sa nipa do no na ade na bro the normal figure na so. Because Zoom Lion had presented a 1 year. About 45,000 thereabouts. But why then? One a year checks no. Na we share one more na one year juma under the model no. Na 38,884. But figure I Zoom Lion at the common say woman no we ma woman prepare no. That time no figure out the coin or the 45,320 and the coin 45,320 and ho ana why for the say no figure we dey just here verify, and in the verification of this figure oboye say omaye a roll call for 1 year a tiring a prapra no omo employ omo yenu anomumba. Enti ahoro ye frɛ omo nyina ye se wo a wo ye dwuma ne bia kɔ ne nkɔ kenkan head count omo ye head count ne nyina wie ye no na figure no ye 38,884 enti sa 38,834 ye bisa se omo tua omo ka na. But when nyina echi no him say SAS figure ya ura Justin Kodia account ho asem no anya say figure no mutu account. They paid all the 45,320 sweepers, and that difference no ekwen. This one we are asking a big question though, because all right Justin Kodia say no ono here the national the general secretary for the New Patriotic Party, but what brand now YEA honomo, what he has said no say obo making request for payment that time crowd now sweepers no near more 100 Ghana cedis now 400 Ghana cedis akọ Zoom Lion chain. So question is, why was that money paid at that time to Zoom Lion? Suppose head count. Now head count now there were shortfalls. Why did you cater for the shortfalls? But the response Zoom Lion for so the more money. Any Zoom Lion for catch almost say. Sa head count no in the den no. Omo ye no putupum. And te bi mo antekram. But in the said video and audio I boy so no. The then CEO Justin, I can't say you shot a Zoom Lion a queer almost fast wa almost to figure no 45,320 no. A bit more crana, and then why for the employer. When you mean it's in there. say ebi mu ho kra na eje why for no na employ omo. It means that Zoom Lion for na ankasa na employ omo and omo blow to figure no. Where nyame na make him. Just encode you and I can. And we have played that to you. So Yebisa say, so what is always the link between Zoom Lion and Abanbia Ebebaso Ebeko? Just encode you as I can say. As at that time, omo time no. Na omo ka say sa Zoom Lion kwa monopoly na or running ewo ho in that youth employment model no. Sa den ka so mo twem. But the twem ana that monopoly chain no, has it been broken? Has it been broken? Adena omo mane competitive when it comes to bidding. Why? Even then the crowd na omo pese contract na crowd omo twem. Because that name be omo anenye. When a Manasi Azuria wuni eko kan. Utije. Mami sambo ora Justin Kodia voice ni bio na munti.
Lion Ghana Limited furnished the agency with a total figure of 45,320 as beneficiaries across the country, detailing a regional breakdown. Based on this premise, the agency initiated a nationwide headcount to verify the figures as submitted. Out of the 45,320 names, 38,884 turned out for the exercise. In response to the discrepancy in the data, the service provider contended that beneficiary apathy and short notice given to beneficiary accounted for the discrepancy. The exercise revealed that of the 38,884, most of them were recruited without recourse to the Youth Employment Agency. Therefore, there was no appointment letters issued to these beneficiaries, a practice we consider unacceptable.
Wait, say Busafo, there's a matter. Busafo said your cancer matter. What's it? Zoom Lion for craft for Abochie. Afankrofobi moi, omu ye juma no. And Sankrofo jira no muni appointment letters. Enti ye hwɛ saa nneɛma wɔ nyinaa na ehu saa nneɛma wɔ nyinaa na ɛkɔ so a na yɛntimi nka hwɛ yɛn kyerɛ Zoom Lion a na ɔman no ɛhe ne yɛde kɔ ɛhe ne yɛde kɔ moma nto aso ne nkotie Justin Bio.
Zoom Lion Ghana Limited furnished the agency with a total figure country detailing a regional breakdown. Based on this premise, the agency initiated a nationwide headcount to verify the figures as submitted. Out of the 45,320 names, 38,884 turned out for the exercise. In response to the discrepancy in the data, the service provider contended that beneficiary apathy and short notice given to beneficiary accounted for the discrepancy. The exercise revealed that of the 38,884, most of them were recruited without recourse to the Youth Employment Agency. Therefore, there was no appointment letters issued to these beneficiaries, a practice we consider unacceptable. The service provider has still, to date, been unable to furnish the agency with the payment records of beneficiaries on their payroll. The review exercise established that each beneficiary is paid 100 cedis, whilst 400 goes to the service provider as management fees. This, again, a practice we consider an affront to beneficiaries on the program. It was further revealed that a cabinet directive in 2016 directed the agency to conduct any future arrangement with the service provider in accordance with the Agencies Act and the Youth Employment Agency Regulation 2016 LI 2231. This was, however, not adhered to. From the review of the model, management acting under the directive of the governing board has decided as follows. 1. That all persons interested in working under the sanitation model are to reapply on a date soon to be communicated. 2. That management of the sanitation model will be subjected to competitive bidding in line with the Youth Employment Agency Act and legal instruments.
But is that the case now? Question, is that the case now? He talks about competitive bidding for that particular project by other sanitation institutions. But is that a process now? Still now, anya monopoly now. So why? Why are we worrying ourselves as a country? No, because it pains me. No, but I'll let you go. I am pained. I am pained. So why? Why?
Service providers will pay beneficiary deservedly. In conclusion, let me, on behalf of the board and management of the agency, state without any equivocation that under my leadership, management is committed to the present vision of ensuring value for money, putting the youth at the center of our development agenda, ensuring transparency and accountable governance, and of course, maintaining a clean and healthy environment.
All right, maybe and then there is one other thing we'd have to look at. Now, rather, I was watching TV3, and a particular interview was ongoing. Now, it was between Manasseh Azuri and then the PR person for Jospon Group of Companies. Mami Sofia Kujoji. And it was that bad. Yeah, me de my school fees, but what to so mama why? De be letter way, letter way. Me de forward the man, right on forward the mouse is here no. Na me de man self forward the man no. But ye na fato so mama why? Me say ye nyina hwe ade bi. Oh. Se unia fa video no fato so mame why? Unia fa video no fato so mame. Unia fa video no fato so mame. TV3 video no fato so mame why misreo. Na men ka ba asam na enko. Because there's something in there we'd want to communicate to our listeners. All right, so Sompa 106.5 FM market Yapa. Forgotten country Jumadi na wasugusu awutie. Wa share on Facebook so yabako so ada say wo de sa oni ya hwiabo mu na nwumre e wo Sompa 106.5 FM. So bacho yanko tie TV3 interview no. Tie sa interview ya na pon na bacho for ba no TV3 interview no fato ma me why.
Arrogance.
Wait, there be anywhere. Okay. I believe, sir, I don't know what's happening to the production team because there are lots of things I've communicated to them. Now it was Omode Sende Edemayeng. So please, Bacho Mumain Chaso. I have gotten a letter here, and that letter it's from Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, and I want to read. But before that, let me read the one requesting Zoom Lion to requesting data on YEA beneficiaries assigned to Accra Metropolitan Assembly. And this one dated 30th September 2022. And I read, in recent times, there's been challenges in service delivery by YEA sanitation model beneficiaries assigned to the Accra Metropolitan Assembly for deployment. Attendance to work by the beneficiaries have been very low, and this affects the quality of work on daily basis. This has resulted in many critical locations not being swept, since AMA depends on YEA operatives to clean such places. In view of the above, I wish to request for a full list of YEA beneficiaries assigned to AMA and their places of work in each of the 3 sub-metros, namely Asiedu Keteke, Ablekuma South, and Okainkwe South. This would enable the assembly to identify gray areas where labor have to be deployed for necessary action. And one would throw a letter we. Edikoma YEA for no. YEA for nya anu yebia emfa mom. Because the data na omuhwehwe, they couldn't have access to that data. They didn't have access to that data. So currently I am asking, say, YEA, do they have up-to-date data on the number of sweepers? Wamuwo ewo yemaimu ana. Omu yejuma Zoom Lion. Question maybe I don't know. You want that kind of data on the total number of sweepers what belonging to Zoom Lion omu yejuma ana. Enu bi na Justin Kodia. Omu ye say omu package yaji every YEA in channel. And Justin say this one quite a head count. Omu quite a head count no man also say. So I'm asking in there, say na ye quite a head counter. Number no esobeti anase esonte. It's a big question. It's a big question. Nano TV3, I was watching it. But I saw what TV3 interview no. Oh. But I thought you the see a hand there or china you better was our issue no. So because my own say production team no. They've not been able to put it together. They've not been able to put it together. So we'll leave it there. Beniama akwaba.
Me useful.
Na bokode.
Nyamiadum ene ye ma ye timu anema aye jajem. Me aye me pa I feel sorry for myself and for the kind of administration here running. We hear in Sema, me lawyer kra kind. I don't expect him to come and stand there and read those statements. But me fin chairman you received in Katia, me national chairman or NDC. It's like me to me who say Crofona ye bo mudin so monka na they lack administrative expertise or what. Having a data in office is not a problem and should not be a problem. And why should we even? Adam Quentin say, yes, Sancho Ekama Metropolitan, I say, why, and I say, Zoom Lion say, on no moment on my data. Information be a sending, no member, but you have a copy in a file at the office. Into maybe we hear sad data, you refer to it. Let's assume, see, the NIPA 10, I call Accra Metropolitan area. They should have a copy of the number in a file at the headquarters.
Sure.
So you don't go back to ask them. You just refer that I sent 10 people. How many of them are still at post? That's what you do. It's a clear incompetence and unprofessionalism. Now we have some General Secretary, Justin Konya, all kind as a lawyer. Some of the things he's reading in public, a good animasi. Some of the questions. It's on professionalism.
No, it was asked way back in 2022.
Yeah, but that is what the party failed. I don't think so. Besides,
NDC for this. Sarah NDC for
the number is not correct, inaccurate. So if it's inaccurate, what do? You can give them a second window. Say we are giving you the next one day. Within next day, all data should be given. And you have to find a check and balances. You can use even Ghana card. Say nipa bi opportunity, manifa Ghana card and count, and there cannot be duplication of names. It's a poor administrative practices. Incompetent. That's what they call incompetence. Na nipa bi oni nim di oba bi ni edna kese ho. No how man we maya e ka Ghana bo e wo why you ho. We ka ya bo. We ni me koso. We say Zoom line and kasa admit people, employ people without the knowledge of why. Then it's your own case. Then why you will not pay. Say if Zoom Lion can employ people without the knowledge, without the verification of why it's a Zoom Lion case.
All right, I mean that was it. But this issue, I'm trying to answer.
It's clear incompetence.
What's it?
Incompetence. He lack administration know-how. He has no idea about administration. The whole general secretary will be general.
The New Patriotic Party, so we thank you to all. I'm going to pay more. Now, and Commander said you could pay more. Muma yenkona yenkotie said the nkomo no epie mu e wo sunyan de Canada Japan e kan ye de abronye e kan ye yenkona yenkotie na ye wie soso a me ba cho ye wie soso a ye be boboden ye ne doctor nya ho tamaklo e be di nkomo wie e wo fidue mu ha di yenkona yenkotie
ya kan se man ni pantie arrogance ene de eduru ba bia ere yaduri raging ha mu say me two me nine ko single constituency akọ ka kire obi say yento aba ma candidate bi mu wuye mu amene mo tena da mu kura di mu say me fro obi say to aba ma particular candidate but the binum de me din ko ye campaign wie ye no omo wie ye no ma konkran ye nyina ye abronya no na agiba omia campaign ayere ba no kura ne say omo ba mo ho campaign omo say abronya ne soma mo omo say abronya na soma say ye meye campaign ko meboa yesa mo di ho adanse ye say ma miema no amfro obi a sa nkrofo no so omo ye sa di medin ba ye ro kina omo beba mo ho but this time no omo ye ma me buafu na mom mo obi nkodi obi atem ukodi do obi atem wie na so wie a wo se yankoye a unity a unity no ayi mo ana mo kreti Professor Makwe report or say ye kwa abatua and sama ye kano and no na no and this if we use it now mom we propaganda no be ya no dia and tna social media say who didn't panatem now ria wabakasa memfa wadamfo media. I'm telling you the truth obi anye be man chobia but party nti enipa bi tumi kasa te so mo member o mo nye member a bad contribution and they talk as if the whole world is for them. It's not for them. And yet a kruya, like some of them cannot even speak the way they speak. Because bam fi ekura ufadi. Ebi mo talk as ma omo. Amba rumbe too long. You see your penukura momianka. I will not respect you. But may respond to anybody unless I can showdown. Anybody akuma wasuru ekasa ye be member party no yankomo ye ma minisa was ka minsire sika mu here for promotion mu dibi kasa kukudro so ye sika for please who born dog number to me talk anyhow who born dog number to me talk anyhow.
All right, we shall for call so na yeni Dr. Yaho Tamaklo Edin Kabo. Doc, good evening and thank you so much for your time this afternoon on Sompa 106.5 FM for God and Country.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much for granting us the opportunity to have this particular interview with you. But I just want to say that I don't know what your reaction is about the New Patriotic Party's thank you tour that they are embarking on. Any reaction on that?
Well, firstly, I would say I don't find it necessary at all. And if we are not careful, it's going to bring more division to the party. One cardinal example was what happened between Kennedy Japan and Abronya. The clear sign that all will rather destroy the party. Thank you, Thor, for what? What the party needs at the moment is unity. And unity can only come when they have new leadership. And when I talk of new leadership, I'm talking about the present national executive. They ran the party down. They took the party into this position at the moment. They have no moral right whatsoever to lead the party. What should be done is what they should have done if they had culture of resignation was for them to have resigned and blocked all of them. And then we get fresh elections and we pick new executives who will not come to the various positions that they would like to come to by buying votes, but rather genuine people who are liked by the grassroots people of the party.
Doug, somewhere last week I had a conversation with the first national vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Bute, and he also says what you are saying, implying that there's current executives that we have, all of them must leave the place as executives so you can get a new set of national executives. And that, I believe, is what you are also postulating.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. In fact, I started talking about that far earlier. You follow me? Now, there's one disturbing thing too that Baumia has been saying. Now, if you talk of unity, you don't go that angle. One big example or examples are various tactics that
Hello, Doc, can you hear me? Hello, Doc.
Should I go on?
Yeah, you can go on. Just go ahead. We're taking a listen to you.
Yeah. Now, the E-levy. Now, Baumia comes out to tell us that when that exercise was being introduced by Oforiatta, he was against it. And of course, other the betting tax levy, COVID levy, and then the nation levy. He now says that he opposed these levies. Now, granted that he did, and it was forced on him. We shouldn't forget that Baumia was then the leader of the party, and he was looking for the number one position of this nation. Now, if you have been faced with such a challenge, all you do is that you take your pen and resign. That is what some of us would have expected from Baumia. And believe me, that would have enhanced his political future. But he didn't do that.
Wow. Okay, so Doc, I want to find out from you. You know the party leadership this time around is calling for members who have been suspended, like yourself, to rejoin the party. Do you have that sort of thinking to rejoin the New Patriotic Party?
I am a member of the party. I have been a member of the party since its inception. And I can tell you, I am still in the party. I am still in the party. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been talking to you now.
But you are still in the party means you contribute your views to the party.
Of course. Views and whatnot I have stopped paying long ago.
But how does that make you a member of the party if you've stopped contributing your dues to the party?
Look, what dues have been given in the party at the constituency level that I cannot afford. That is no point to argue about. It is out of protest, out of annoyance that I decided I won't even pay anything. I can settle even if it's 1 million cities. I can settle it if I want to. So don't bring that as a point at all.
All right, so thank you so much.
Party, when you have a party that for almost 8 years was under the feet of one individual, and those around him cannot say no, that is the problem. That is where, or that is what has brought our party to where it is now. And that the one thing most of us could forget that the NDC's victory was not a stroke of luck. It wasn't. It was a combination of deliberate strategy, consistent messaging, and a deep understanding of the frustrations and aspirations of the people. That is what brought them to power. And if we want to come back to power, there is a lot we have to do. And let me caution the present minority leadership in parliament. The way they are going, they are rather destroying the party. Politics have shown us, or experience throughout the years, that the way they are going is not the right way.
No, but Doc, excuse me to interject, but if you tell us that the way they are going is not actually helping the party, what have they been doing that you feel that hurts the party most?
No, there is no need calling press conferences after every issue in parliament or that happens in the country and coming to argue about it vehemently. Now, let me give you an example. This question now hanging on the neck of the Chief Justice or former Chief Justice, whatever she is. It's a clear case of constitutional issue. The process definitely is what is being done by the present president. It's going through the process. All we have to do is to wait for the outcome of the committee that have been put together. That's all. If you are a real or true Democrat, this is the way you go about it. What they are doing, this sort of inciting our people. This is politics that would rather disparage the party. What is the point in saying we are going to have a demonstration? Demonstration for what? The Constitution has stated clearly what should be done if a CJ, which is a CJ, is to be removed. And that particular procedure is what the present leadership is going through. I mean, demonstration for what? It is what even disturbing most is the Bar Association. And it is amazing. What is happening now? Nobody understands it. The Bar Association asking the president or the government to withdraw that particular thing. It is amazing. So when I keep on saying that our problem is a problem of leadership, I think you people will not understand me.
Wow, you are saying that it's a problem of the leadership. It's a leadership problem.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a leadership problem.
Okay.
Akufo-Addo just came and destroyed the party. And that is what all of you should see clearly. What we are going through now is as a result of his behavior.
The behavior of the behavior of the former president.
Arrogance or power. Arrogance or power. I have said time and again that Akufo-Addo is not an arrogant person. And I'll never stop saying it. He's a man when he's confused. He tries to massage his ego. And those of you who don't know him, you think he's arrogant. He's not arrogant. You follow me? And we had similar behavior maybe they might have copied from him. And a lot of ministers of state, the past ministers, and even party leaders, look at the difference, the difference between party leadership and the grassroots of our people, of our followers. The grassroots. No, the problem we have is so enormous that this thank you tour is a waste of time and money. And the earlier they put a stop, the better.
All right, so thank you so much. But how do you respond to the party's outreach to those being suspended and those who have defected to other movements to rejoin? What would you say to that kind of request?
That is a statement that came from somebody who is looking for the leadership of the party. It's a good statement. You follow me? We are talking about unity. In politics, the more you are, the better your position is. But individuals who might probably bring that discussion into the fore, they do that because they know it will help them. You follow me? So I have nothing against it. Whoever made the party or the new executive decides as a policy of the party, then, we can go ahead with that. Because look at a person like Olafo, a true MPP man. And Akufo-Addo brought in Freddie Blay, a CPP man. The worst thing is that he was rejected by the CPP itself. A man with questionable things that I can't even enumerate. And he came into our party, promised the rank and file of our party of each constituency going to get a bus. Ask him whether that was with him. So these are the things some of you should think about. MPP is a party. Those who founded it, they are people with integrity, not people who want to make money. That party is not for money. If that is why some of you are in, then you should better look for somewhere else.
Okay, so as a founding member of the party, want to find out from you what fundamental values or principles do you believe the NPP has strayed from that contributed to the electoral defeat?
No, I didn't get your question. You said
I am asking you. Aren't you a founding member of the New Patriotic Party?
I am. Go on.
And I'm asking, what fundamental values or principles do you believe the New Patriotic Party strayed from that contributed to its electoral defeat in the just 2024 elections?
Very simple. Very simple. That has been listed by Baumia. That's what it talks about. Even the fundamentals of politics, that is getting to the grassroots. You have the wards. On the wards, you come to constituency level. From constituency level to the district level. How have we performed there? Elections are held in our time or in the time of Dubu Ahinu, Alajeti and others, without any influence of money or anything. Now, if you have money, you can become whatever you want in NPP. Without money, you can't. And these are the things we have to stay to. And immediately remove it before it becomes a culture.
Wow, we are just having a conversation with one of the founding members of the New Patriotic Party. We're talking Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu right here on Sompa 106.5 FM for God and Country. But I just want to find out from you, has there been any direct outreach from the party leadership trying to come talk you into reconciliation so you can be with the party to move the party forward in subsequent elections?
No. Apart from the national chairman, whom I know very well, the rest of the gentlemen there, I don't know any of them. Listen to me carefully. Before even we became NPP, we went through a lot. under the leadership of men of integrity. VJ Darucha, Aram Ponsa, Peter Alajete, Odwe Sais. I mean, these are men with integrity. They didn't form a political party because they want money. J.H. Mensah. Some of these people died without a penny. What do we see now? Now we have a party of people who are just looking for money and property. And that is really very dangerous for this country. Because the moment the ordinary person gets up or gets fed up with the political class, that is the end of this country. I have been saying this time and again, and I hope people will listen to me. Because the ordinary person is getting sick and tired of the political class. It is quite evident now. I'm not talking about just NPP, NDC, equally the same, and any other political organization. But they have realized that we just come in to make money. And when they get fed up, what happens? Some of us who have been through this country's history before know exactly the outcome of such a behavior of a political party or political parties. So my advice is that political parties should know that their responsibility, first and foremost, is to the people, the ordinary people. The moment you fail to do that, you must find yourself in big trouble.
In your description of the thank you tour being embarked on by the New Patriotic Party, you had indicated that it was not even necessary at all for them to embark on that tour. Now they have embarked on the tour, and we see confrontations here and there. What would you suggest to the leadership of the party now?
No, immediately they should stop this tour. That's what I said first. They are just wasting money and time. And that is rather going to compound our problem. Look at what happened between Kennedy Ajapon and Abronya. That is his name, but this is what I hear always. Abronya.
It's Abronye. It's Abronye.
Abronya. Yeah. Look at what happened. So disgraceful. And that tells you straight that there is no unity in the party. What is the point in having a thank you talk? For what? When you have failed at peace party. The people, the rank and file, you see, there are no fools. So let me warn you. The ordinary people, there are no fools at all. Otherwise, we might not have the change we are in now. I have said that the winning of that particular election on the 7th of December last year was a revolution by the people. The people got fed up with Akufo's government. And Bawumia is just a conveyance belt. I say Bawumia, sorry. Mahama is just a conveyance belt. There are people who might not agree with me. You follow me? It is a revolution of the people. The people got fed up. Hence the results we had. And Mahama is just a conveyance belt to carry us across. I get so sad.
Okay. Doggy, let me find out from you. You know, Vice President Bawumia mentioned that posterity would vindicate the government's good work. That is
prosperity will vindicate who?
That posterity would vindicate the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-led government. Do you agree with that statement or assessment?
All I'll say that Bawumia must be consistent. If you have come to run the past leader to the ground, what has prosperity got to do with this? You follow me? We've all seen it. It's running down to look at what this one Abochie Dankwa, I don't even know him. the article he has come out with, the statement he came out with yesterday. I know what is happening in this country. Read that Abochie Dankwa statement. And you know, it was virtually.
But I know is it not Abochie Ejaku statement?
Listen. He was virtually calling Baumia a traitor. Go through it and you see. Your politics is just a question of just getting up and gathering people and talking to them. No.
So if you see what is going on now and then you compare it to previous years of the New Patriotic Party leadership, can you say that there is a wide difference in the kind of leadership style that persisted then and now?
Oh, as I have told you before, that we've had elections right from the word go. How to get a chairman, how to get a general secretary, how to get even a presidential candidate. All these were done without the influence of money. I'm telling you. We still have elderly people in the party. At that time, some of us were young. But there are elderly people in the party who are still alive. You can contact them. The executive elections we had recently, we saw money exchanging hands. Even university lecturers were dropping envelopes. What are you teaching the young ones? So you can't compare those who formed this party, especially the founding fathers. I am not a founding father. I am a founding member of the party. These are two different distinctions.
Thank you, sir.
And you can't compare them. Look, maybe you didn't meet a man like Peter Alajete. Did you see him in your life?
Yeah, I saw him. I'm a bit old.
These are people with principles. Odwe side. KGO Sebonzo. We have people in the party. Aram Bonza.
So, Doc, can I interject here? Can I interject?
Stephen Kreku. These are people, men of integrity.
So, is that supposed to say that the current leadership, they lacked the principles and the kind of integrity to drive the New Patriotic Party into winning an election?
That is exactly what has happened. And if we are not careful and we don't correct it, that is what will lead to our defeat again in 2028. Mark my words.
So who do you see leading the party in the 2028 general elections?
It's just a simple thing. Somebody who really the people want. The people's man. Without the influence of money. Somebody who is definitely a man of integrity, a man with impeccable personality and ideas. A respectable person. Not anyone at all who will jump into the race and because of money he thinks he will win the position. So this is what it is. If we get such a person, that I keep on saying, it must be somebody who the people really love. Not because he's buying votes. If we keep on with vote buying, we shall always end the way we just ended last year, 7 December. So that's all. Thank you very much.
All right, so thank you very much. But last question before I let go of you, I just want to ask this one. But what I just want to find out from you is that should you be approached by the leadership of the party asking you to come into their fold and serve the party, would you agree to that?
Why should I say no? The only thing is that when I come there and the leadership, after the present leadership out, whichever leadership might come after this present leader, they have to go by the ideals and principles of the party.
that were put in place by Bridget Aruta and others. That, yes, I will say.
Well, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, thank you very much for speaking to us on Sompa 106.5 FM over here in Accra. We're very much grateful. God bless you.
You are welcome.
All right. So that was one of the founding members of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. We engage right here on Sompa 106 or 106.5 FM. Am I right here?
Bra.
As you say,
I don't know.
What's your members in the back?
Also, that's a member.
I don't know what kind of say. Also, that's a member of the New Patriotic
So, Jai.
Also, this is ya. Also, there's a OTV. Now, he's something on ya.
Why entry and party and call him no, don't trans no.
That's what I say. Members are moving on introduce.
Oh, if a party, before you can even speak on the on party issues, you must be a member in good grounds. You must be a member in good standing. Correct?
Okay.
Now, what's it? What do I do to you? Good standing. The constitution is there's a party member what pay dues up to date.
But they also a member of the party. And I'm penana.
Debut.
Penana.
Mr. Mrani a dear you party them.
Ati mumpeno.
Mrani so a member bet me a bibia can be a church you must be a member in good standing. In good standing, let's say what Chia would do, son of constitution natural. What Jai would do to us who work for.
Now, so what you say, Aman Yosamoho, you're the numbers in EU.
Minim, what do this now? Who are to make over? And about me, who is sure? Oh, over 12. Oh, sure. No, Ranka Bizarro, escape me. That also draw my attention, Mammy Bizarro. Now, all of that, now, Contane John. No, Nancy.
Eddie John, Mama. Eden or Koya Nancy.
If I know Tamaklu.
Sir.
Your mama ne papa couldn't eat back. Your funny, Joyce Tamaklu.
Oh, Sir, Kodesi where?
Joyce Tamaklu.
Oh, my God, your Kodesi where? Kodesi where would the my dear Kodesi and one thing.
Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah. But Mama and Kodesi.
Joyce Tamaklu, Unaba.
That's a day.
Unaba.
Why ba?
Joyce Tamaklu.
But they mean neba. Neba no Joanna. Ma. Ibrahim Mama. Aha. International no. What I want to wait
Ibrahim Mame Enuane Nahu Tamaklu. Yes, direct.
Okay, maybe a moment.
Who did they say? What are you? Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
Now, what about coming here?
Ya can't say my nanny panty arrogance. And the dear Duru Babi Ere Yadri. Raging ha, Moo Sammy 2 me 9 quite single constituency. I quite catch you be say. Yam to Abama candidate, remove ye. More men Motina Damukra, the Monsami flow be said to Abama particular candidate. But the Binum Dimidi call ye campaign ye. Omo ye no ma concline. Abronya no na agibo mi campaign ayere ba no kura ne se omo ba mo ho campaign omo se abronya ne soma mo omo se abronya ne soma se ye meye campaign ko meboa eyese mo di ho adanse ye se ma miema no amfro obia sa nkrofo no so omo ye sa di medin ba ayere e kina omo be ba mo ho but this time no omo ye ma mebuafu na mom mo obi nkodi obi atem ukodi do obi atem wie na so wia wo se yankoye a unity a unity no eyi mu ana mu kreti Professor Makwe report o se ye kwa abato a ensema ye ka no eno na no andisi fo ye re eyusutie na mom wo ya propaganda na obi be yi ano dia entena social media say who didn't panatem na wia wa bakasa memfa wadamfo
media. I'm telling you the truth. Obia nye beman chobia ba party nti enipa bi tumi kasa te so omo nye member e ba contributions ye nyisika omo tumi be mu kosesere and they talk as if the whole world is for them. It's not for them. Enya ekuru ya Because some of them cannot even speak the way they speak. Because bam fie kura ufadi. Ebi mo ya podcast ma wo mo. Amba rumbe too long. You see, ya penukura mumianka. I will not respect you, but may respond to any baby. And yes, I can show down. Any baby akuma wasuru ekasa. Ya pe memo party mu di ankomo ya ma. Minisa was ka minsire sika. Mo here for promotion mu dibi kasa kokugudro so. Ye sika for. Please. Who born dog? Number to me talk anyhow. Who born dog? Number to me talk anyhow. Kukuru. Sisi ya do so no. On say 2023 presidential elections no.
Yo, ebushafo ye ba mo nyina akwa ba bio da bi giri pisen kobo etwegu sesi aro. Ade a mo ate. Obare wa de. Wati
kwaba matie. Na ne meka masem na say da twa so kobo sa. Ekodi za kogozen.
Na o ka se bia 7 na ka.
Matra na Mr. Nyaho Dr. Nyaho kasa nya na me hwe de tape na e bia be tape no ma
za
be ma go hu your friends my joy online
then
or say my joy online no Utara to build a new team. Nyahota Macro wants patience for under fire hearts boss. Board member House of Folk. Board member of Accra House of Folk, Dr. Nyahota Macro has urged fans of the club to be patient with the head coach Abubakar Utara following their slow start in the O2 House of Folk supporters. No.
How now any way I can track a venue. Leadership asem no leadership asem ya okay
sa futuo ya o dey my one fan ko gina has mu ko kan sa asem no ye pam no furo okra che so a member hello be radio so award too many her supporters they fine leadership will say kan ko esa nipa nyo onu nya ene de ewurade nyankopon nipa timi transia yo onu nya ye hanya hota makro nya ene de onya hasefo no o munya mo tra supporters ye be ade ni ye ene na eba MPP mu dia what two man kufuado what two man ba me no dia makan je say meanwhile you are claiming to be a member remember ben na untimi fa as nya hota makro you entimin two for them they be radio is not two for about it who onkrofo ina so number number 2 or be 2 on kran ha party ye sha se kwa ye friend say adubu ahemfie I've known him for a long time to the time one claim to contest for a chairmanship now we say wa accountable was unuaba be president natural connection no
there be many side the connection no can na be mean jintumwa quickly let's go on this one abronye ne
me ba connection
no so ready I'll go to
no I can bet me there but me can asem keke
yeah
ai Ibrahim Mame ni nua ene Nyahota Macro direct it is a fact unless unimu akemeka
yet no nya enuafo mienu kra we MPP we NDC obi kra ne na ase kra no we kra wa so by virtue of the fact say it doesn't mean kra they support the same political party
no problem start here time my fa John Mahama pe and on MPP problem and to date also we judge to ya who was answered them that's who was answered the first angle no also we judge ya who was membership card that's what can let me say member can be say the membership card were renew new one I buy akwaji biana because old one dey chop
fancy san komo that's fancy mama call Evans amo Evans na ti say
mama okay
member na kwa
the person me can so the
Evans na ti say
sɛnea na meka no nyame adom yɛwura tamakura kasa na efia pani ne mu no efie no jirigu
so no so afifio
ebi na ɛkɔ so wɔ MPP mu yi yɛwura tamakura kyerɛ na adwen me fi siesie ɛbɛfa saa adwenkyerɛ no yɛde atintam ya kaka MPP abom ɛbɛboa waka to wɔ sɛ thank you to quote the more division beba me ɛnyɛ me the same people mu bɛkyekyɛ bɛbɛyɛ me the same people bɛkɔ so lose elections
o say ɛyɛ ɔden
ɛnyɛ me the same people
emu bɛkyekyɛ
yes bɛyɛ me the same bɛkɔ so lose election na ɛbɛyɛ me the same people party bɛgyina ho pin because Ghana asumdue na yɛ enjoy no MPP as a party is part of it. Ghana democracy is unique because of the structure of our podcast system. No, Woko Nigeria and Tisa, Woko other part of the Africa continent Tisa. Yet, the constitution actually recognized political party. Into who parliament to crown a political party be crowned do Woko now fear dia. They organize what's the name by elections. And no nama yenya asumdie yenye because senior brand eminu ebisa say ne party card ya the way party now what we have been anye ne party pani befro aka kiro say sade na we na mu party no eboa emasumdie ekoso na efie bia so pani wom yewura nyaho tamakro oka ho ne TMPP party mihu eda na mrebi waka gina bebi aka say sanse ne keza na se ne wofase ene Ibrahim Mahamanti onunti o kaseti papa no o professional person na adwumu da ho o kana dwen entime me hu boni bia ewo ne aka no ho he is very objective ena o asset no entime mo man fa na foto anya adwuma wo kwa people mu dia me dia enye me hu doctor no we are friends saying also you claim you have the men. What's the name? Tafu MP no. What are the men? Wuni nipa no. Nimdie for ebi ni MPP. Ebi nim. Ye ka se adwena ye de bobo ni ma no. Ye de ya de ma na yi. MPP touchima. Ma men koso. Touchima kakra. Because ye unity a. Akwada sole no didi peni atem. Aboanya so nye ni tipen ne yewura Kennedy Japan. Oye ni tipen no. She say yewura Kennedy Japan kra na waye.
But they were good friends.
But the approach was very bad.
But they were good friends.
No, he first attacked Kennedy. I want to listen to the statement carefully.
But I'm saying
he attacked morally. Because morally. Abante morally weak.
Meba.
Abonye morally weak.
Nyabutremame.
Into no na no man penifo no. O so liti ayi ma na say kro kasa bi say sika san. Ekurasi ni politician.
Oh. Has he gotten that far?
No. I didn't say o kasa tia Kennedy Japan. Oyo penny. He has been in parliament for over 20 years. Menya MPP ni now never be an MPP. But papa no onyini kura watena parliament for 20 years. He never become a presidential candidate. So that title no crowd. So ye bibia what the fan penny for so na ekon nchen. Unjina bejomen kase ntia ni say isanse ye ya the platform has been created inti o ka search ni bia. Nti no say edu be binu ye mo bibi so mo ye mema. Ye ka mema ene mema. You were Kennedy Japan. Me NDC ni boy bema.
Wow.
Oye bema. We hear nyumo dima MPP ba mu. Very critical things. Sometimes life and death. Oyi sika ti se sebe. Sani pe oyo bibia ye de nyansa nimdie ne ye de kana asem. Na se ope party ni ye yi a, o metoto mba pa so sa. E kira wo abro ye kire bi there will be a position se obefeta. Ghana futio, Ghana fo hwe. Nya ye na meti ameka say Evans amui Ghana futie me. There is a mark last week already obi na meka to abrante bi meka say so Evans amu aka me pe wasa masemu e kan bi de ama me si afim. Inti papa no penny what parliament for over 20 years. He contested presidential candidate in a second become a second runner up. Inti ye kan nipa member wo MPP a you were Kennedy Japan kan ho. Wo hwe nyuma wa ye sebi na japade oye be ma hwene ma over 20 to me so bu atopa
na we dey wan come man
me say papa dey be ma enti me sre
na to point na so e be ma do
enti sa ani hia kan ni hia ne say on se pen me nuan oye me nuan oni me di agro nche say ebu ese me de ma no me di agro oye me nuan penny ba me si me nuan no ye di agro ye kesa at certain but once a minute dia I said that me kwanji say papa no di agro no oyo tipen oye national vice chairman it me kasa chena despite say ye di agro kasa obuo ne de yes me kasa ye romano wa de madam dina me so na me kasa no it is morally weak it a treme wo gina Ghana fo beka wo mu ade untu metra kunya kase
na wo hwe the way I can so kasa no kasa
no oye senior that's why God is God nyame oye nyame da because on fan nim die ne kase mo bia nyame makom obia ne nyepe
na se ken ni nyame
me say nyame God acknowledge seniority. I am saying so because when we abuse seniority in the world, God does not exist. Intina abonsam or soluti anyame no person nyame be bakun. Inti we asna bibiamu there are ranks and leadership. Ebi a chairman, ebi a vice, ebi a say. Sana nyame aye amo obi ahu say oye supreme being obi antoni chen. Inti kan ye ni senior. What's up parliament for over 20 years? Nyame ashira no so. Wako presidential election. Ma wadi second. It is only part we revere them in the site me you were saying ni say there is no dream me so that manu be one da and I say betia ne da. Ebi betumi aka ko basa abonto me kasetia you were saying nketia. It's my national chairman. Wadi general secretary over 70. Ni pesa me kan say o pesa wudi dim woni nkrofo nante say yewura mani amene ne efri say me din ho atam me tietia no na nim die so a obetu ho afi me
da say ba me go Omari Nchen that Omari will comment on this particular issue. He's been the third national vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party before.
You're a bit double standards.
Double standards and any area.
About Yahudi as well. Our Degboma Akufo-Addo o kind of different.
Why?
Neba abronya
why now they know
would I make come as a
now somebody I and Sunday dinkum
until I know what I
do even so okay yanko
the same thing as you were here Yahudi and there hey go say ye if we become we are for there would say kum
but you can order the yard
immediately.
They all say abronya nya ade no. One ne yard adwen.
Me, with him. My studio. Sometimes you go to the studio, depending on your mode or the free fee bado.
Yeah.
So other partner week or can be ultimate sanigumwa. But that will call in your good mood now, or the wandering echo studio no. Or this service and phone you find a nice way to react.
And you know, mood in here then.
I'm not talking about me. I'm just giving a general.
And you know, mood. Okay, so I'm relating it to your mood. Mood in here.
Oh, me the margin ever.
Oh, the margin ever. And you're about to be.
No, me the makuma be do krum ha dem ha. So baby see Abochie baby na me the makuma ba me buafu. Lambert.
But how do you see Ken Abronye?
I don't make I say that's why I was giving you these examples.
Yeah.
Sometimes the mode you come from, and as is the BB a what here and woko program no. It's him ubu a food dada. Now kona kotia sembi. Now one way, especially when you find yourself in a leadership or aspiring position be. One no pass him. Ah, see I can say correct.
Wow.
See, I can say a friend is saying, they are brought a kind, you know, or can I say more see? One so buy and kind of nice way, no. Oh, more fast way, the DBS and fine way, you know, they are one unfairly, but no address issue.
Sure.
Now go overboard. and was a car. Here for the same kind of was a here for the dozen. Also, the president. It's a worry. My name's Otiasia.
One can say,
Monsieur Odia Buffo, air politics, Odia Buffo, a cassa. You will lose something. Ultimate Pekibiamuda. I've been advising people. Udopa, Mobin Shisha before the coffee and coca sembi, na Bumfu, Abufu, Kazachroy. Or the best entry, Mambosumi and Wachinwaba. What the bell mamma want? We're falling wondering, no good nerve fool. O good nerve fool. I know they can't ask them. Where a casam say, I drink and Yansanko. Ye, what they were Kuma Kasa, what they were Kuma and reacted to certain issues. Me, the guy said, okay, we cry platform where Somenka.
I don't know.
And name a beer is your chrome. So the beer. Nin company for no Amukaya and some year Munyanka or Mankan and some man yet. So was the also cooperate for president. No be a bed trolls and be another cassin be actually when him. No so boo of fool, acquires were nobody. No so boo of fruit, the money, baby, money, a patao, president. Eh, the president on a contoquay.
I don't say, oh, that was a Kenya Butreon.
Menka so be nya wotra na so be nkasa na say, but me ma general futu.
Na say general futu.
Yeah, no obefa sua mu bibia na wafa.
Sir.
They see here, they say the program na ye koye le kura no. Ye jai. E discuss we. Yeah. They see and they can to me in penny for party penny any penny. Can't we find a way of the platforms where career and when so sorry the boom. Two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right. And will be fumuku I say we day. Fumunya. I don't see a penny depending. To be you are better off keeping your mouth shut.
Say, Amari, thank you.
Who did they say, who did they say, Uncle for me? No, I'm going to quay. One effect, why not?
Of course,
who suffered for that?
Of course, of course, King. Because all of the corona, I got pay votes.
Apart from party for no crown. Ghana in the eyes of Ghanaians, isn't that okay? Oh, you're doing. Now I thought that he's branding himself. But me not mean him. Because maybe didn't come up and say, I can't cry. So co-presidency, my command, you mean to me, I am a cook. The Mates also a copy of them. Hey, Minnie, what to me? Wakuma any the Ghana for the party vote to me.
Thank you, Tony Ebuana.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. Me. Adubai. He was our first presidential MPP presidential candidate. You called 19, I can't say,
1992.
Elections,
yeah.
Rollins, or no. Wouldn't you? I'm glad you throw a book. The Stolen Verdict. Yeah, okay.
You call rouse the whole country. Ghana for support.
The next one was 2096.
96.
Kufuor. Only Rollins the Kotaso. And Kufuor, so and Rollins and you need to 31.something%. Sorry, you went around the whole country. Yakodase, Echo Wimu de Intia, Echo Dim Como, who formed Mr. Timiko Govu. Or better, Kradasua. But Tikokwase, no. If I do 2000, now baabi a wɔkɔ wurawura no adwuma a wayɛ no ɛna that time no Rollins saw the Atamils neighbor
and I'm out for winning 20 year 2000 elections.
If you want, I know say cycle primaries. The party there.
I mean, some
baby nomination.
More primaries then.
It is the law. It's the game.
Fast forward.
Unfortunately, the man who back also so I'm for most of the people who didn't hear or quite less you know lose super. Then the boy full part to the airport. That fed was same. Seriously. And I keep asking myself. Now, only Akuma di lose. Why do you contest?
And fast forward. Fast forward. You're about 2000, 2004. Then they see it. You won the election. 2028.
Elections in a Yakobia via your choir research. Your T committee. See a win, you see a lose here. The committee report will come. We treat it as we are treating how we are treating Nediano. And then the candidate will also go around and do thanksgiving. Thank you.
Okay.
A fact finding. It depends how you brand it. But the most important thing is the person goes round. It has been that every time we go for elections. Even in some constituencies, MPC will lose one kodase and also munko. Omo ye to abawi MP bi o ha yo krom olusu ye o si krom
wo bofu na ba no akọ wo twetia na no ba no akọ na
ye kodase na chire nkrofo wo se za kwa kura tuti ade no a tuti ade po da bia na ati ha na the two man in the other parliament wo and no cry no give you opportunity the next time. And there's Nankupo him Kufuado how many times? 3 or 4. As an obey president. All this while Nankupo is this year. Because now you know about 2008, I don't believe that I don't know about 2016. He came with a sharper vision, sharper idea. Sir, is that time no a guy? I also that time no a young man kakra.
I do show boy.
No, that time no a show boy. Because that time the boss one can success on yan and then we couldn't. Young pon remember and they be active says a kufuado. Because no know how cover the buy in Nanka. I put any crowd in India. President Ben and on there also be uncle me.
Away.
Was it India or Pakistan?
No,
Brazilian president.
No, Sydney Park. I see any.
The microphone we brutal. Also, again, is a giant crowd.
Brazil, COVID.
A COVID time.
Yeah, Mikai.
Was that only in Nikra? I think I go for your right, Silka Crabby.
So, what would you say about it? Thank you, Tono. A year, I'm saying it.
Mr. Adia Yenda.
We are the Daba, we know the Asen Kuyi, my boy.
I didn't have Kuyi.
And to have your altercations here, of course, is it good for your party?
And I make a trust, sad, because it's sad time the positives in the thank you to the Yabeka. And for me, Marco Tron, the Marco. And I no mum need discuss it. And now crowd will be some more question.
That's a maybe sad because one of my
nipper me and who numbers in now from some in the
we are party member.
So I try to do something that on that platform we are preaching unity. We are telling what we saw, what we thought, how we missed, and then we'll give going forward no. We want to win 2020, 2028. Yankrofo started here. Obi who say e bedru hore na so what is ya to kanim there?
Kanim. Oh, na say no dey say buy acha na me wa.
The last month.
40.75. Yeah, but is it 75?
That you almost share boss. Oh, tie. Almost share boss on Baumbaji.
That is not a discussion. I may be sound.
No, we are not going. So that is not a discussion. Please, that is not a discussion. So now, what do you propose? The course we then have a catching. No, it's something that we need to do. The fact that somebody is criticizing or accusing you doesn't mean you should stop what you are doing.
Okay.
Oh, if you live with that mentality, But I can't say me. No kind people didn't take it. And what also
no kind.
You tear somebody a penny a foul when you jab sometimes word back.
Yeah.
Or say you cost spend 53 million on cathedral. You know. And also affect you. You cost spend 50 million. Ewo cathedral you know Africa. But are you what a dream? Sanka Kufuado bold. Jai the NDC for kika say debe and no see na fair edifice kakraka na man for ko dan we twa selfie. And ka for say ebe use their campaign say cathedral nyefe. Say adamna and no say amna na a face pond no see swimming pool no say. Yes, but if Akufuado had what can say do or not do, I will complete this thing before I leave. I will complete it. And now, you call elections in a fair festival. Bro, for bear. And can pop who you can that you. No. I mean, what you picture it?
Yeah.
Sanka Kufuado to me, yeah.
I can hold on where Pope.
Okay, back to me.
With a news from Captain on my one, yes, sir. National Cathedral, I can hold a Pope a year, but a news from Captain. I never make a
you picture it. But ye are young to me and you through. And the Yafa about me as a Yako, the 53 million acquired cathedral. Or since a 53 million no dey say cathedral ni mu yantimi anwie no e ka ho ne lose.
Okay,
but yayi yantimi anwie na say cathedral no sika ne ka ho ne yayi
me that's even
what picture say ka Kufuado to and a cathedral you go twam anka Satan go to picture ho and they are sending there are 2 ways or 2 ways.
No, baby. All right, thank you so much. In the next 5 minutes, you have more friend 0260-196064 0260-196065. Say upon 5:30. On say who trans ya who kase jina. On say time ko. Be 1 hour 30 minutes. And it shas you. Omari. Alright. Evan say to you.
Oh, say Senator Ma Omane can aware e kanu. And people phone to me bibia. Enye cathedral nko. Omo to me bibia. Na waba bemwa bedi mfie nwotwe.
Ya wie pokwase ntache.
Ya wutumi ye no eye manho. Pokwase obeto e.
Nyam na mso nyai.
Niema obeto ina. Niema obeto wo aye bia ye bibia obeto e. Interchange wu hina ya de a yero mahama physical to ho or ye hu draw your ye bibia na obeto.
Yeah. Elebe ya. Oh, so did it.
What do you
are? Honor can ask me about.
Yeah,
let me listen.
What are those kind of man who was spending $53 million? And the whole man who $50 million. I said to me, sit down, no cravy. That's where sit down, no cravy, crown or what to say. Free HS, ye blocks a woodjan where and this is Benny and saying, I will. Yeah, Benny and saying, say, woodjan walk out to me as a na acronosem. Nekatasi shene proye na course wo kat nyami kra wodi ni din ebo krono se nyami aye wo prophet wa ha wodi ni din ebo di krono ede na wulusu
ele mo na mpete ku bazo nya isi afi wa ja isi a mozi wanti akoso jankopon obo wanti mi ani so
na wodi nyami din di krono en ka che se jai nyami kra na be share ni sifo mo kan tro mo mu nyai wodi mi family mo $53 million enye sika ba o over several billions Ghana cedis. Want to me a nya war when you do first floor and say second floor scanning hashi.
Na e ba
so we are asking
Galamsey no yeah beka ho asan ya ko time no cause
Galamsey producer catch us
the cost so
then cost Galamsey o mari catch me
ma catch say yenko declare state of emergency. Akufo adise by January 1st we declare. Mo be we ni afi de mo se mo refuse mo declare we mo ka some be declare state of emergency. Ama ne galam say ku eku nipa.
Why fa?
Bu ebugu nkrofo.
E wo he.
Yanka.
E wo he. Ye wo national radio. Kan be bia eku nipa no. Ye si galam say kwan. Ama yakache won't Evans company ya stop Evans we have invoked his lease special political wa foreign charges against Tasbisu. That's what is happening.
Yeah, contaminate license no. Galam say ye jai.
Me say Tasbisu.
Yeah, this Tasbisu no. Galam say ye jai.
A foreign charges. Is
that what you are telling Ghanaians?
Yeah, what Juma.
And this is from Pelham forest no mu and no mu too.
And for forest ben.
So don't take that one.
Forest ben penny ben. But penny ba kudi.
Galam say
penny ba kudi.
Ku ekun croford. No mu tu
abana mu so. They are so desperate.
Sa dey no say we hold it down.
Me say they are too desperate.
Alarming. On say so to.
Enta ni awu fi ase na ye si anokwai.
Na atai na.
Ni awu ye ni ye si anokwai. They are too desperate. Over 2028. Tumuda.
All right, because I'm also my far friend for CCR. We know there's going to be a 3 days of demonstration at what Jubilee House, Galamsey activities and the Mama.
Prof. Prof.
Yes.
Why don't know so many demonstration? Yeah. So we have more than 100 people. And I said 200 people.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
You talk to Agbelango, but talk as a free. Abochie etie why, man uncle.
Me pato idine to gba Agbelango. Ala kasa Abochie. Me pato me pese mi bisa assembly. Assembly yan say. Ya Ghana president, omu na eba. Omu to me give police for the domu da wo. She odu Adabraka police station. Police for the domu di da. E for say ni mu. Over. Papa told me that so mommy.
Yo for Agbelango Akpasia. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me va to you.
Yo mi da se, ya mi kan ho. Na mami chef meridna samai. Ani sabi hinu. Si samai sta bia. Na mi kan ho. Na unim. Prof, nika lokra tiro. O se no tamo ka samo o kan je biki o mi se. What see? National chairman for no go. Can't you win the new people brother? And no can walk on. There's even some there. Pabla, see that I was so because what Musa said, there be let me say, national from of the quality, Nipana and Sana, yet Dina Komomu and Moon at table would treat. As someone that come on for some to Sana, yet, and he said, addition could be back now. Yeah, car. Yes, because Mona
hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. Yeah, Pastor, one minute, Cassie.
I'm going to make a job and cover a general.
Maybe a general, what am I to you?
Naminchia, I reach the General Secretary. I mean, Haji Asafia Mohammed. Naminchia, Honorable Abonyomati, also Papa. You can use the MPP young Kapumupa, Sadia, you bet me, I need 2020. And the other said, Casabia Mubacabiano, and Fanka Samra. Sadia Baya, young Kodim Kubo, Ebium. Don't you worry, I come walk on. Kenya yamfa enkabo muni yamfa anya party no na yenti me ya de betia yo mani yi
yo
bye bye
me da se pass over Juwedi. So hello, good evening.
Good evening, Master.
Me ba to wana me no kasa yi.
I'm about to original for me de unya me kasa free touch mine.
Wada ara ma pa to etie o. Why?
Yo, me ba jo, asamba kwa mbesa me kan yura Canada so no kan ye no. Eye no kra no kan ye. MPP sebi dru bra ye yiska de abo amanyoko ne dia. Hu enipa no bi. Ebra yura ranche matin yiska adi wura amanyoko no no de na ho den boa no. Ende ne so ye nipa. Dru bra ye dru tama ye o se de ne ba ne de ye so o da bi. Ene ye ne yi wotena e ma yura ba wo mi aba ye. Aze wala tamate ma yewura nanado ebedi mampanyi wom ko ye no wonyo bo ma ne kwa se wonko edu no so yakom de ne fa so enne obi timi tina radio so akora na se bi wonu yewura tamate ka za obekọ awonko onje wonko kan ye nya ne bi ohun and ye wa kan da so ma kan ya do ko mi bi won ga za ne mani na me se me dem di te kom di papa na fa so yewura tamate fa so no anya urade
Yo, me da se pass over you. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me pa to wana me no kasa yi.
Pa to FM kwanchi me kasa free adwuma kokoko ben efie kasiem salam.
Adwuma kokoko ben ye da se. Ye ti.
Pa to me chia me fa kwanya isu chia atiefo ne muski ni na me jinja kasa so akoma me ma ne anti adwa we adwuma kokoko ben. Na me pa mo cho MPP for many MPP in my family, police station executive as a chairman. But thank you to now, Mokono. I'm say, Benfua Chancy, I can be Diamantia, say, I had Abba. Now, you see, will be our Cotodano Castle or very cry in Unity. You are in a Japan. At Ashimubi. Then who is Konoma? What is our and some ediba? Let's just say, be a queer in the Emma. Oh, did the IMP before no, you may be over. You reckon the Japan can, was set or can, or the need to party no Ankasangata. The baby at your normal is after normal the above Papano. They are coming for Papa one transfer because only be did that, or when you do that. So, because before can and a moon shed that's to one a moon show more woman, no more share. By a young thing to go be a pet. Na penifo sorry o mu me nyina ye ba ye ba ye ba ko ne san fan ko ma ba ko fo ko didi ma na e ya wo ti ma fom enti thank you to no mo ko no o mu nya abotre na je ni die fata no o mo fa ni die ma no e sa thank you to na ye ko no e be se bibia ma 2028 ko go e didi die e sen 2024 dia e didi
me da se pass over you radio so hello good evening
hi me ko Abochie
yes abasa wani
akobra Abochie Kimpozo ni keto
yeah Kimpozo na tisai
aboko Ubadwazo wa matitwa for ni aje ba aboko ya
me da se pa bazo Kimpozo enti it's you
akobra Abochie wa ndo ati si sindeno abronya ne kena Japan meno tura bi obi kana abira meno ebua because that after when you put no that in the good party NNPP and they how could get my the marka and Ghana in paper and bring a chat of that city and say that a movement that is a one looking this over position of Gaza Doma and then breaking by Ombayan to that was Omania into the Lutua who is one in the airborne MPP Papa consistency of Motoma MPP no much grassroots of Moya to maintain MPP no much but it's a minute must say to my uncle prove the grass on the Tobanese, the media PTN and Maya and Mania. It's a one Samba power, consistency of Motoma, grassroots to say, I have been the
all right, Kibozo, better say, course, I can say, you be trusted, but I don't know if we can pick about two more calls. Now, your friend, baby, quickly back and kind of for messages. Hello, good evening.
Fine evening. Mina talk as a langoni, Mr. Back, if Abochie.
Abochie talk yak balango, Meraku, Bonyama Josia.
The Basse, 1992 campaign, na Dubuaheni Escani, to me, Pam, Jerry John. Now the Bistu Bay and to me, Pam, Jerry John, and son, I Papa John, at the cook for by the
so ya kinkan e de ama ye na chief for So that's exactly what I'm going to do right about now on Sompa 106.5 FM. Let's see if I can go through the messages quickly. Now, just the thoughts of our panel, our guests right here in the studios. Now, so now we have the messages here. And Boatin Solomon says that, Abochie, good afternoon. Please, you are doing a great job over there in Accra. Thank you so much. William Daly says that, good afternoon, Prof. Your show has become the prime late afternoon show. Oh, really indeed? Wow, I'm so impressed about this message. I am following you keenly in Accra. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Amate Sabi says that, good afternoon, boss. Hope you are doing well. This is your number one voter. Okay, so thank you. Asante Ike says that, what a great show. God bless you. Hamza Abdullahi says that your sense of humor, Sompa 106.5 FM Accra. Enyaba says that, good afternoon, my brother, Prof. Abochie. I'm enjoying your show from Sambrugu in Bolgatanga municipality. So keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Gideon Bekun says that Asunyina etie. Oh, that's fine. Says Asunyina etie. Cynthia Usu says that, good job. Oh, Cynthia Usu. The new K Frey says more fire. Henry Adi Boy say more grease to your elbow. My grandma friend, people are paid 250 Ghana cedis. What a country we live in. Thank you so much. Also, Jay Beneza says that kudos to the great job you are doing. The boss player, we have heard a lot of accusations from previous and current government. Can you give Zoomline GH a fair hearing so they can inform us why they take the lion's share? Why they take the lion's share? We are monitoring from the center of the nation, Kintampo. Well, I just want to say good afternoon to you, our listeners over there in Kintampo. Roman Brobe says that kudos the boss player. Nanaya Infinity says awesome. Ajiudin Nana Kofi Jumo. The feedback emanating from the MPP so-called thank you talk suggests it does not reflect the intended purpose. Perhaps it would be more appropriate to frame it as a resolution talk, focus on addressing internal issues first. Once everything is settled, a proper thank you talk can be organized to genuinely express gratitude and foster unity. I believe this one is amazing and it speaks straight to the facts. Isaac Sapon says that, well done, bro, keep it up. And then we have teacher constitution. Where are the NDC supporters who stood against free SHS? Are they now saying that the free sanitary pass initiative by JDM is better than free SHS? In fact, all those who voted for NDC should ask God for forgiveness. Because it says that because they have sinned against the country. Greetings to Honorable Mavis in Kansa Boedu, the Feja Setre East MP. Kobi Amang Kama says the boss players keep up the good work. Akosia Kufo watching you live from Techiman. Ejabin Georgina for God and Country. Elizabeth Chrissy, we are loving the show. So I believe that these are all the messages that we have gotten. I don't know. We have Justin Pan also saying that, oh, you are doing a good job. Abochie, bravo. And then Sophia Adalinje, watching you live from Kumasi, kudos. So these are the messages we have here this afternoon. So quickly, Maminko, me in-house guest, or Naminji, one more a year last, Aminji, Omo a year.
I never go. I didn't cost to me.
Then I cost.
Maybe they are not. Sir, a free part normal chair.
Yeah. Na se na no kan wasam na so be kan
the one there my twemo
na se say dey him wakodu
they are lunch away now so parents are being forced to pay exam fees of 5,500 cedis. Now Mr. Mohammed announce end this SAF 17 mo be 500 na free ho na mo dey free part aba for parents say if this 500 no aban betua. Those who are paying 17 are got top part amount, but which one do you want?
How much you are saying?
500.
Fees, man.
Exam fees.
Why school? Why? Because I don't have this knowledge. Okay, so my name is HF4 as Abrebutie Sompa 106.5 FM. Maybe say and you be an exams fees.
Every school went to
Minister of Education.
Because the reason why I say this is because I had a communique emanating from Ghana Education Service asking those people one collecting some money to stop with immediate effect because it's illegal. There's a correspondence from the PR department of the Ghana Education Service. Yes.
Was it by April?
Because that thing has been stopped. That is to the best of my knowledge.
By April 3rd, school fees registration fee now. Let you close. And now, you close here on April 7th. And send the communicate neighbors Mundial. What a parent!
No, but I can say so much important more refunding. I think I have the communicate there. We can put it on the screen.
Messi, they are saying the losing mode. They are saying the losing mode.
Let me tell you something. Okay, I was there, and I'm still the regional PRO for Ghana Education Service in the region. Bunu East. Oh, they'll give it to them. Oh, they'll give. They are giving. No, who can? School banana. No, tell us. No, I'll just walk over to the Ghana Education Service headquarters, and then we can do a cross check on that. Hey, Omari. Omari, your last words here. Omari, your last words here.
The last word to say. South Galamsey. Be queen and queen. See, I could go for that if I tell you. I mean, man who good
at a channel. I said National Cathedral the type.
Debut now. I'm serious as
ask again.
I think said we all. I buy me. Would you want to make a check on him? Miss me to make a check. Who cry or hear crowd? Who could do a little for better 300 to go aside this one? Would you also see?
Not just all.
Would you will be a machine to hear and there?
I think concluding then I
buy yes serious. The Amokan means I supported it. When they said we should declare your friends and your friends and forest.
Yeah.
I supported it. And I remember making a statement say young your friend say helicopter name you. Now who can say fire a team so I someone near dream. I'm more dream. You more teams so na you come say dream no more I'm than a dream.
One of the outside dream about.
I'm for still. Me kofu. Me nanam dey aka box afi bi.
O ma say no.
Me ko drop akoko for me down some this is lime slice kai. No me catch ma me buja for some them me ko we.
Omari, you better ask him. Mami bra Evans nje. Evans what's me trap.
Omane wade kangal himself.
Omari wade.
O kangal himself ho asem. Adwuma na mo ba ya manye no. E man na mo di si ho a me ba tie